All right. I might have been wrong, because that is good. Definitely spice on that one. Can't believe I almost gagged there. Yo everyone, it's me, Godfrey, and I'm back, and today's a special one because I'm gonna be eating everything at Wingstop, so you don't have to. The reason why I chose Wingstop to do this challenge is because I'm a fan, and your boy loves wings. Also, the amazing thing about Wingstop, which I'm excited to try, is their 10 different flavors. It goes from mild to spicy, from sweet to smoky, all that kind of vibe. And yeah, maybe I might have a new favorite by the end of this. Let me sneak a cheeky one. This is their atomic, which is the spiciest one. Let me get a whiff. That looks scary. I think there's, for a reason, they've only given me one, so that. Ooh! It's like Mary Poppins' bag in here. Full of wings! This is everything on the Wingstop menu. I will say, Wingstop, you only gave me 4 sauce pots for all this, yeah? I'm gonna start off with the sides. So because if you do a good sides, then we know we're gonna be off to a good start. Here you go. This is the OG Wingstop chips. Like, they've got their own like seasoning on them. I think it's their signature style, and it smells great, by the way. But cheers. Oh, I don't know if you've ever had chicken salt. It's kind of like that. And the fries are great. They're crunchy. They're nice and fluffy on the inside. That's their OG flavor. Wingstop, off to a good start. I'm gonna keep them on the table just in case I wanna go back to them. Oh, these are the sweet potato fries with Cajun on them. So I guess they got a bit of spicy seasoning on them. They look a bit burnt, not gonna lie. Oh, it might be the Cajun seasoning, who knows? Let's see. They got a tiny kick to them. You can definitely taste the Cajun seasoning, but this has got that sweet potato taste with a bit of spice to it, so it's nice. Oh, look at this. We got cheesy fries. They've used the right kind of cheese on this one, boy. Kind of reminds me of that Shake Shack cheese. This and their already great fries works. This is their lemon pepper fries. It's not loaded, it's just got a bit of different seasoning on it. You can smell the lemon on it already. Zesty. Oh, you know, at first I was like, what, lemon? It is weird smelling the lemon when you're having fries, but you know what, it works. These are their buffalo ranch fries. You can see like the buffalo seasoning on them. Whoa. Buffalo fries. You know, this makes sense. You know when you're having buffalo wings and fries and a bit of the buffalo sauce gets on the chips and then you kind of like get a bit of that sauce on there. This is what's going on, but it's fully integrated. Last for the sides, Cajun fries. I do like their seasoning actually. I think it is not too spicy. I say that as I'm sweating a little bit. Eesh. If you like standard fries, but you just want an extra little kick, these are where it's at. It's between these and the buffalo ones, I'm not gonna lie. And the OG, I can't even pick a favorite. Their fries game is crazy. None of them has let me down so far. Time to see what their dips are saying. So we got ranch and blue cheese. Got blue cheese there. It's quite runny. And then we also got ranch. People in the UK, we don't really have ranch with anything. So let's see if this ranch is gonna be groundbreaking. I've never been a ranch person. You know, Wingstop might sway me, but we'll see. Blue cheese and the OG fries. You can't, whoa! This blue cheese, it's the right level of cheesiness. It just works, what? Now, time for the ranch. Okay, I'm not mad. I'm not mad, it's more like, okay, I like it. It will all depend on what is better with wings. But so far, they're both great sauces. It's only gonna go up from here because it's wings. Let's move on to the chicken now. I'm gonna start with the tenders. These are the original flavor. Oof, they're big. Big tenders. You know what, they're okay. They're quite juicy, they're not dry. It's not that exciting, but it's nice. It's like your standard, you know, buffalo hot sauce. Sauce time. Dip. Blue cheese on buffalo, every time. Now time for the ranch. the flavor just doesn't combine the same way. It doesn't slap the same way. This is like a good base level because it's buffalo sauce. Next up is Hawaiian. Ooh. I don't know what Hawaii is supposed to smell like. Look at that. Oh, I don't know if it's sticky with like honey kind of vibes. Sweet tangy blend of citrus and Asian flavors. Mmm. You know what this reminds me of? You know when you go to McDonald's and you have sweet and sour sauce? This is like a chicken nugget and you're dipping it in sweet and sour sauce. I mean, it's nice. That's my favorite dip from McDonald's. So this is good. I can just have it like this. I don't need no dip. Oh, okay, it's a dry one. Garlic parmesan. You can see the parmesan on it. Okay. The thing about the garlic parmesan is it's much more of a subtle flavor. I won't call it bland because you can taste the parmesan and a bit of the garlic, but it's not like bow in your face, you know what I mean? I definitely think like these are the ones that need to be dipped. If you're not feeling in the mood for a wing, but you want chicken still, these tenders are good, you know? When I go Wingstop, I do like having the still Fanta grape drink. That is the best flavor, in my opinion. Yeah, I kind of wish they sent that to me. Hickory smoked barbecue. Ooh, smell barbecue, you can really smell it. Tastes like a good barbecue sauce. It's not hella smoky. On the tenders, I think this could get a bit sickly because it is quite sweet and barbecue and smoky at the same time. So I think you would have to dip it. The ranch and the barbecue is where it's at. Yes. Brazilian citrus pepper tenders. These ones look hot. Ooh, this is much more of a dry rub, so the spice might be a lot on this one. The outside is great and it's nice and crunchy. There's a bit more heat to it, but it's not hella spicy, but it's good. I'm gonna move on to their boneless now and see how it goes. Nah, this is the original boneless and this is what you're getting. They're like popcorn chicken, but you know, when you get 8 or 10, you might think, oh, you know, I got a lot. Let's see what the boneless is saying. Because they're thicker, they're a bit more dry than the tenders, but they still hold the flavor. And I guess it's easier to eat. If you have your fork, just going in there. I've eaten a lot of chicken so far, but you know what? I'm not feeling like overly like slumped, and that's a good sign. Now, remember that comment I said about chicken nugget and sweet and sour sauce? That basically looks like what I was saying earlier. I like this. So now you don't need dips anymore. You just have this. It is basically like a chicken nugget. With the garlic parmesan, you really smell the parmesan and the garlic. Again, very subtle flavors, but I do think I prefer the tenders a bit more because they're not as thick and they're bigger. This is their lemon pepper boneless. It is dry. It's got a bit of the pepper on it, you can see it there. Doesn't really smell citrusy. It was stronger on the fries more than this. I couldn't really smell the lemon, but when you bite it, that's when you get all that lemony taste. Okay. This is that famous flavor. But you know what I'm gonna do right now? What I've been seeing is this trend on TikTok where you get lemon pepper, dip it in ranch, and then you dip it in parmesan, which I've got. Let's see if it slaps or if it's whack, okay? Dip it in the ranch. Oof, yeah, look at that. Then you dip it in the parmesan. Wait. It's okay. Like, it's not groundbreaking, oh my God, no, it's not. I can see why people love it because it kind of takes you on this roller coaster of flavors, right? Parmesan, then you move on to the ranch. Yeah, then you get the chicken and then it ends with like the lemon zest flavor. So I can see why it's a bit like bamboozling people. And it's different, you know, you're getting like 4 different flavors there. I wouldn't say I want to do it with every wing I want to do this. Nah, it's not like that. People online just be trying anything and be like, ah, that was okay. And I think it's only right to get the lemon pepper wing out and see what it's saying, yeah? When it comes to wings, I don't care. I do not discriminate. I'm both flat, drum. So you people that be like, oh, money flats, oh, money drums. Who cares, man? Just enjoy the wing. There shouldn't be a debate because all wings are created equal and they're always banging, okay? I'm going with the drum first because I'm going with the drum first. It's not because I like it more. But this is the lemon pepper wing. So good. Rick Ross made a song. Oh. It's citrusy, it's peppery. You know, that contrast of flavors really add to it, and then you get the crunch from the skin as well. And then just the meat is great. But now let me try this with that trend I was talking to you about. Let's see if it slaps or if it's whack. Ranch and a bit of Parmesan. Okay, all right. I might have been wrong, because that is good. I think it's because the skin and the meat itself add a bit more flavor. It slaps. I'll give it to you. For me, the one to have lemon pepper with is definitely the wing. Spicy Korean. Saucy, this one. Oh, look at that. Spicy Korean. Okay, if you've had spicy Korean wings before, you'll be familiar with this flavor. I do feel like it's a bit much on the boneless though. It's okay. Like, I don't mind it. Brazilian citrus pepper. We've had this already in the tenders, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try it side by side with the wings. Look at that. No, I've got it now. I know what it tastes like. The Pringles that are like purple, that barbecue flavor, that's what this tastes like. A bit different because obviously it's in chicken form. This is quite nice actually. It's got that very meaty flavor, which is nice. Added with a bit of spice. I definitely prefer this flavor in the wings. Okay, this is the first time I'm trying this flavor now. Yeah, this definitely smells like them barbecue kind of dry rubs. And this is the wing. So far, the flats have been enormous. Let's try it in boneless first. I don't know, it's definitely got that Cajun seasoning to it. It's nice crunchy on the outside, but then when you get to the middle, there's not much flavor afterwards. Oof, yeah. The flavors definitely come through more on the wing. I just think like the skin just adds a bit more depth to the flavor. I don't know when I would choose the boneless over the wing, if I'm being honest. Louisiana rub, decent. Out of the ones I've had so far, it's probably not for me. We've got hickory smoked barbecue. This is the boneless. And this is the wing. Ooh! The wings are juicy. Look at this. They are lathered in this hickory smoked barbecue sauce. All right, let me try the wing now. Uh-oh, wing. The hickory smoked barbecue, I think it's between these two forms, you know. With the boneless, it's just thick meat in the middle and then a lot of sauce on the outside, but with these, it's a good amount of meat and sauce. So it depends on what mood you're in. I think they're both good. I'm gonna save the spicier sauces for the end, which is the mango habanero and the atomic. The atomics are looking a bit wild. Oh yeah! That smell of buffalo sauce just gets me every time. You know, it's like, it's time for some wings. When you smell that sauce, oh, it's what I'm talking about. All right, Wingstop, keep it up. This is what it should be like for every one of them. I've been to some places that sell the smallest wings ever. I don't care if your flavor's amazing. If you're serving me a small ass wing, all I'm gonna think about is how small that wing was, okay? Let me just dip it in my blue cheese. All day, every day. Oh, actually, let me try with the ranch. I think with the ranch, it's too subtle. You're gonna need like a punchier dip. If you're a fan of like OG buffalo sauce, Wingstop have got it down. So move on to the Hawaiian. Ooh, you're getting that sweet smell from it because there's a bit more juice on these wings. Oh, pardon me. Ooh, sorry. You see the sauce in them. On wings, it's very, very sweet. I don't know if I like that. On the tenders and the boneless, this sauce kind of absorbs into that crust a little bit, so it's not as thick and juicy. On the wing, it doesn't absorb as much, so all I'm getting is that sweet and sour sauce. I think the boneless version of this sauce, for me, is the winner. Ooh! Okay, you smell the garlic on the chicken a bit more with this one. Yeah, the Parmesan is strong. It's literally covered in it, I guess, because obviously it has to be. This flavor is a bit too bland almost. The garlic don't even come through that strong in this wing, to be honest. I do think the tenders for me in this flavor was the winner. Okay, moving on. So we got spicy Korean wings. Look at that. Spice comes through a bit more on this one. This wing, you can definitely taste like the ginger, the garlic, and like the sriracha on it. I think the spicy Korean boneless is where it's at. Now it's time to move on to the mango habanero. Oh, you can definitely smell that habanero. Oh, they're a bit more orange than the other ones. So let me try on the boneless first. What the hell? Woo! Oh yeah, definitely spice on that one. Woo! It starts off very sweet. You get that mango taste. It's very artificial, the mango taste, but then comes the punch, and it's going, it's building, it's building. Oh! Okay. I don't even want to lick my fingers because I know it's gonna make the heat more intense. I don't know, I think the way that the crust on this has absorbed the kind of sauciness, amplified the fruity flavor of the mango on this. With the wing, you kind of get more of the spice. I do like this flavor because it's sweet, but it's not too sweet, but it's got enough kick to wake you up a little bit. You're like, all right, I'm cool, I'm eating a spicy wing. Louisiana was nothing compared to this spice. That was like a tickle. You know, this one woke me up a little bit. Excuse me, I am so sorry, I apologize for that, but I just had to let it go. The reason why I'm grimacing is because if this mango habanero was spicy, then that means the atomic is gonna be atomic. Oh, I need to brace myself for this one. Oh! You know what this reminds me of? The bomb hot sauce. That sauce just burns, all right? Let me just show you what these look like. Look like hell. Look how atomic it looks. My tongue is still on fire from the mango habanero, so the boneless looks even worse. Look at that. Here's the atomic. Oh! Oh, that almost got me, yo. Almost gagged the shit. That's just spice. What is that? The only reason why you're getting atomic wings is because you want to show off. All right, you're not there to enjoy yourself. There's a bit of flavor to it, but then once that initial flavor subsides, you just get this wave of heat. Oh, that almost made me gag as well. That was the bonus. Let me try it with the wing. I'm shooketh of it. That one was a bit more bearable. With the boneless though, the heat was just chilling on that bit of skin. With the wing, I don't think this hot sauce is as like potent for some reason. I mean, look at how different they look, yeah? This just got like more chili flakes on it. Well, actually, I'm talking too much. Okay, it's burning now. Look, I'm going lightheaded now. I feel like I'm on Hot Ones or something. Oh man, that is not fun. I don't get how their spice thingy worked. It went from Louisiana rub, that was supposed to be like hot. Then you got the mango habanero, that was when it just kicked up a notch, and this has just gone up even more, and woo, this is not for me, man. If you're having atomic, you're just showing off, like, or you're doing it for the challenge. Atomic, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Can't believe I almost gagged there. Now time for the lemon pepper burger. You've got pickles, brioche buns, some slaw on the bottom. You know what? That lemon pepper chicken It's so good. And then the slaw, and then you got a bit of ranch in there, brioche buns, such a combo. The lemon flavor really comes through on the chicken, and then just everything else just really helps it. I like this flavor. Last one, spicy Korean burger. We made it, y'all. We're at the end. Okay, you got the slaw again, brioche bun. Let me see what's on the top. And pickles. You know what? The spicy Korean sauce in the burger is really nice because it's like getting that flavor is getting absorbed by the slaw, a bit of the bun. So it's all kind of meshing together. So you're not getting like an overwhelming ginger and garlicky sauce from the chicken bits. I quite like it. Oh man, that was good though. So that was me eating everything at Wingstop. All of their sides banged. My favorite dip would have to be the blue cheese. I know people are gonna come at me like, oh, but ranch is better. In terms of the flavors of the wings and the tenders and boneless, I would have to say the original buffalo is up there. Lemon pepper for sure. I can see why Rick Ross made a song about it now. The Hawaiian for me, because I do like that sweet and sour flavor. And then the mango habanero. They're all good flavors, but those ones stood out for me. Hopefully I've inspired you to try other flavors if you're a fan of Wingstop. But if you haven't been to Wingstop yet, make sure you stop by. When you go, you told them your boy Godfrey sent you, okay? It's been me, Godfrey, trying everything at Wingstop, and I am slumped. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you want me to try somewhere else next, let me know in the comments below. And make sure you check out the other videos on the rest of our channel.